Welcome to a new series where I'm going to be building a house in every single building style. Now let's find out which one we're going to do today.
And let's see what we're gonna get. Ooh, oh, okay, Greek.
And we got Greece. Okay, so we're going to have to build in a Greek style of architecture. So let's get to it. So the first thing that I want to do is make a little palette. And here we have it. This is our palette. Obviously we're going to need a lot of quartz, some other white blocks, a little bit of wood and a little bit of stone. So let's get into the building.
And we're starting off with the left side of the build. So how the build is going to work is there's going to be a centre bridge that connects two sides of the build. So obviously with Greek architecture it's very white, and I know it was in the palette that we're also going to use the dark oak and the andesite and the stone, but ultimately I decided against it just because I couldn't really find a way to integrate the stone and the dark oak. The dark oak was a bit too dark, and I honestly don't know where to put the stone at all. So I decided on just not using them. Anyway, so at the moment we're working on the centre bridge. Now I'm just trying to make it look quite cool, adding some like indents, but just wanted the arch, not any fancy indents, just a like nice arch. Anyway, so in the first half of the time lapse we'll be working on the left side of the build. So here we've got a little staircase going up to the first like porch area that we're going to build in a second, because there's going to be two like little porch areas on this build, which we can see in me building now. And obviously there's going to be a lot of quartz pillars and stuff, and also the stairs that are detailed, because with so much white it's really hard to get detail in colours. So I'm just trying to get detail and depth by doing stuff like that with the stairs. Anyway, so now we're working on the adding texture by adding the quartz bricks and the normal quartz, and then we'll start working on the actual upper part of the building. Of course, without decorating the outside first. And I'm loving my plant pots at the moment. I'm trying to find cool ways that I can use the new plant pots to add like greenery. And I think it's really cool when you put a plant pot in a big plant pot and then put an azalea bush and then a leaf. It looks really nice. Anyway, so now we're working on like a little tower. For some reason I made it 4x4, and I kind of regret that because I can't make a nice roof doing that. But the roof does look decent in the end anyway. So yeah, as you can see, the roof is, well, 5x5, which is really hard to get a nice roof on, as you can see, with a centre 2x2. But either way, I got it to work. So now I'm just experimenting with some different designs with the wooden beams in a second. But ultimately, I just decided to get rid of them. Well, I've not gotten rid of them yet. I thought it would come a bit closer. But when do I get rid of them? Is it now? No, it's not now. Okay, so I'm working on the roof now. Now, I went through a lot of designs for roofs, but yeah, eventually I just got rid of the wood, and I didn't know what to do really, so I was there for a long time figuring out until I just went like this with a little pillar.
And here we have our left side of the building. So as you can see, a lot of quartz. I decided not to use dark oak, but still kept with a lot of spruce. Just because, of course, the Greeks probably did use wood, just because obviously after 2,000 years it's all gone. So there's a lot of spruce wood like that. And then you also got these columns here and stuff. So basically the stairs go up to this little nice place, and then this bridge in the centre goes to this nice place. So this is it basically. Now let's get to the right side.
So the right side is my favourite side because I'm looking a lot more into the pillars. See those quartz pillars? Well, these are going to be a big part of this build. Now I'm also challenging myself a bit more with the depth. As you can see, I'm putting like slabs and stairs and crap. And at one point it has a really challenging roof where it goes in 2 blocks. But anyway, I'll do all that in a second because at the moment we're just experimenting with some wall designs. Also at the top I do want to add these little pillars, like a little, what are they called again? Turrets? No, not turrets. Battlements, I got it. Yeah, I don't know why it was so hard to remember that word, but anyway, as you can see, there's like, obviously not battlements properly, but they look like battlements at the top of the thing with the quartz pillars. Anyway, this is the roof I was talking about. I was trying to fiddle around with it to try and get it where it would be 2 blocks away each time. It was hard. Anyway, I got it in the end, and then I added the spruce. Now we're working on the second layer, which is going to be much more into the pillars, as you can see in a second. But before doing all that, I want to add another like porch gazebo area. No, they're not called porch or gazebos, but like a little outside garden area where obviously I tried making a really small tree, but making really small trees are really hard, but I saw fences look cool, so I tried to use fences and leaves, but they look a bit detached and strange, but that's alright. Anyway, so the nice garden is done now by adding a few cactus pot thingies and an azalea bush, and after finishing up the azalea bush we go into the next part of the build. Now I'm fiddling around a lot here doing different designs because I didn't really know how to connect the bottom part here next to the garden up to the second part, but then after all that I just decided to bring it up and make it like an L shape. And then as you can see now, after I tried to make some sort of roof, but I just skipped over it because what's the point, because it took me so long to get it like the way I liked. As you can see, my mistake in between there, but it's going to get covered up in a minute, so it's fine. Anyway, so again, these are the pillars I was talking about. I keep going back and forth to see if it looks nice, but yeah, as you can see, I'm making like protruding pillars, and then behind it there's going to be quartz, normal quartz, but because the protruding pillars cast a shadow, it looks much more like a darker shade of white. I don't know if I know what I'm talking about, but it looks cool, alright. And I'm just adding some quartz bricks to add some, what they call detail and some texture, because it's a lot of white. And as the music finishes, I'm just finishing up the upper part, where it's really similar to the bottom design, just a few blocks indented. Anyway, so I'm just doing that little pillar thing at the top again, where I do stairs on each side, and then it will go to a really simple, actually, roof. I do experiment to try and add some different shades or some different textures, but it just doesn't work.
And after a lot of work, we have completed the Greek house or Greek building. So this style is obviously a bit probably more like a residential building, like in like somewhere somebody would live, but obviously explained this before, so nothing more to go over here. Now this is more of probably like some sort of parliamentary building, some sort of central building, not a residential building. I don't know why they would be connected by a bridge, but either way, they are. Now, obviously, I've not made an interior because interior would take another 2 hours onto the 2 hours that I've already put into this project. Oh, the rain is the key. I've come to go away with the rain. So this side, I wanted to go much more onto the pillars. So obviously, there's a pillar, big thing in Greek architecture. Ooh. So there's a lot of pillars here. There's also a bit more colour on this side by adding this garden. Now I would probably want to put a bit more colour, but I'm not exactly sure how I could do that. So this is a very nice Greek building. It looks a bit strange by itself in a world, of course, full of grass, full of tons of different buildings as we can look around, but put this inside a Greek city and I'm pretty sure it would look really cool. So this is how I would build a Greek style house or Greek style building. Now feel free to copy this design or take inspiration from it, but for now that will be the end of this video. Now, subscribe to make sure that you don't miss part 2 where we will be doing, I don't know yet because I've not spun the wheel for that episode, but if you do want a specific style, comment down below and I'll skip the wheel and go straight to that style. So, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you enjoy my content, subscribe. See you next video. Goodbye.